It's common knowledge that Abe and Burns are arch-enemies. What happens when they're stranded on a desert island? Normally, they'd be at each other's throats. They'd fight each other to the death. Unexpectedly, they faced their enemies together. They built their house together. Even Burns would give Abe a gift, and Abe would treat Burns like a woman. An airplane accident stranded them on an island. It's a sparsely populated place, so Abe has to go fishing to make ends meet. And Burns kept the house. They lived like a married couple. There was a plane in the sky. Burns shot it down. They observed it and realized it was Santa Claus. Santa's sleigh was broken. Guilty. They decide to help Santa fix it. Unexpectedly, the sleigh came out looking like an airplane. They danced with joy. Selfishly, Burns knocked Santa out and grabbed the sleigh. He even left the group. Abe caught up with him on elk. They chase and fight in the air. Abe jumped right on top of Burns and beat him. In the end, Abe defeated Burns on merit. To thank Abe, Santa Claus gave him a wish. Santa left in his sleigh. Did you know that Abe had a brother? He crashed his plane during the war. Surprisingly, Santa says he's still alive. He took Abel to see his brother. Abe's brother is doing well. Can you believe that Bart is the king of the Jews? His birth was witnessed by both animals and men. Not only did he turn Homer's wine into water, but he could summon animals to bully Homer. Marge was pregnant, but the child was not Homer's. It was God's child. Poor, they had no choice but to come to the hayloft to give birth. In the presence of the animals, Bart was born. Many people loved the lovely Bart, but it wasn't Homer's doing. Homer was so angry, he tried to strangle Bart. There was a clap of thunder. An angel appeared and stopped him. Afterwards, Homer took on the responsibility of caring for the child. Bart was Bart, and he was born to make a fool of Homer. To see Bart so happy, Homer thought of a way to make Bart happy by tricking someone else. Of course, he got his comeuppance. Bart fell asleep laughing, and the adults looked relieved. But then, the men who wanted to kill Bart came. They broke into the hayloft. The soldiers didn't miss any hidden spots. Luckily, Homer and the others were alerted by the good guys and left early. The bad guys chased them to a duck. What they didn't realize was that Homer had set the trap, and they were still there, foolishly worshipping. Under the pressure of the giant tree, the enemies were quickly defeated. They made a spectacular sight. Do you know why the richest man, Burns, went to work in a bar? The oil man pulls Burns to himself with a rope and shakes his hand. He pours oil on Burns' head. Burns angrily declared war on him. He pulled out a gun and shot Burns through the head. So they decided to race for a treasure hunt. Whoever finds the items on the list first wins. They drove off with Lenny's blue suspenders, stole the Springfield sign. They pulled out Homer's only 2 hairs. Homer broke down, went to the wig store, put himself in a wig. The last item on the list was a picture with a smiling kid, but the kids were scared of Burns. Burns made them smile like him. All the pictures were of scared kids. The oil man got a picture of a smiling child. Burns gave him all his possessions. The oil man made Smith carry him. Burns was kicked out of the mansion. He had to go to the cemetery to join his relatives. He went to work at Moss Bar. Lenny made him put his feet up on a wobbly table. He mopped floors and ordered food. Homer kept dancing to celebrate. Burns was cleaning finds Moss envelope and finds all the gold. He redeems the mansion from the oil man. He must get a picture of a smiling child to redeem the nuclear power plant. A bull charges into the attic. Burns is hit by a bull while saving Lisa. Lisa and Burns take a picture of the smiling child.